Dumb, cool,
and weird.
podcast.
Since we're on the topic of the '90s, is when they made that that movie Starship Troopers.
Yeah. I saw that in theaters as well, by the way.
Dude. They were that was a debacle. All right, the guy didn't read the book at all. Mm-hmm. Like if you ever get the time to read the book, it's a great book. But this guy was like, I'm just gonna cherry pick all the fascism parts, put them in the movie, and then I'm gonna make everyone basically a Nazi stormtrooper, and we're gonna put them in the movie, and I'm gonna take all these new young actors and ruin their careers, including Gary Busey's kid.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake Busey, prior to being in that movie, was in Contact, and he had a very small role. He played like a suicide bomber.
Wow, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I thought that was Gary Busey.
No,
I didn't know that was Jake.
That was Jake Busey, yeah. He was really young right there. That was like 1994 when that movie came out.
Can we just admit that Gary Busey is a national treasure?
Yep. What was funny, and here's a story from when I was a kid in the 90s, so this is going to be good. So, it was 1995. I was going to see my mom. I barely got to see my mom, by the way, growing up. I pretty much lived with my dad, but I'd see her like once every like blue moon or something like that. And we were sitting, there watching Contact because my mom rented it, and my stepdad was there, and she was there, and my sister was there, and I think his daughter was like my stepdad's daughter was there. So we watched the movie, and it gets to the part where she goes to the wormhole, meets her father, who's actually an alien. And I just remember when the movie ended, my stepdad was like, "It was her dad? This is fucking stupid." And I remember being an adult now, and I'm like, "You fucking moron, were you not watching the movie? He said that he was an alien taking the form of her dad, so she felt better about everything and didn't feel scared."
You know what's funny though?
Fucking
is that
moron.
I mean, he's pretty fucking retarded. But I think what's funnier too is that's become like they've used that same trick in like even things like South Park.
Yeah.
When they had the taco pooping ice cream.
Yeah.
To make the boys feel safer, the fact that
do you
Eric
like this
Cartman,
form? Or does this form suit you better? I know the episode you're talking about.
To make Eric Cartman feel better about the fact that they have to fix the satellite dish that's in his asshole.
What's funny is I started watching South Park back in the 90s too. It was back in 97 when the first came out. And I remember watching the first season, and my mom didn't like me watching it, but she didn't know that I'd been watching Beavis and Butthead and The Simpsons up to that point. So it's bound to happen that I was going to watch South Park too.
90s Simpsons is better than the 2000 Simpsons.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
A lot. I mean, I think I'm trying to think. Even I'm trying to think of another show. Another good one was
that's Mr. Plow. I mean, that's the Mr. Plow.
Oh yeah, you don't see Mr. Plow anymore.
No, you don't. You just see Barney's Plow King coming through there every once in a while.
You know, it's nice to see that Barney was actually like successful at a few times. But have you ever noticed that all of them actually sabotage Barney to make themselves like feel better?
Well, the thing was, there was an episode where they did a flashback with Barney, and Barney was actually really smart at one time. He was a high school athlete. He was very straight edge. And Homer, like, he was like a senior.
Gave him beer.
Yeah, it was a senior year, and he's like, "Hey, Barney, you want a drink?" And he goes, "I've never had alcohol before, Homer. What is it? What
I
is
have
it?
an exam tomorrow."
We have an exam tomorrow. And he goes, "Quit being an idiot and drink it." And he drank it, and he goes, "Mom, Barney." He just like automatically turns into that character. It's like, damn, dude, it only took just a little bit of alcohol to fuck him up.
And not only that, but there's like moments throughout The Simpsons where he gets clean, and then Moe sabotages him, or like everybody else starts sabotaging him because they feel shitty about their own lives.
Moe's a piece of shit. Moe has like sabotaged Homer and Barney before.
Have you ever seen the episode where Moe kills himself, but Death is like out of commission?
Oh my
because
God.
Homer becomes the new Death for a while.
I remember.
So
I do
himself.
remember that episode.
It's like, oh yeah, just leave the pizza over there. I didn't leave you a tip. He's like, maybe you should go kill yourself. He's like, yep, that's why I'm here. I'm just hanging. He's like, man, I really wish I put the TV on at least.
Well, like you said, like the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons was like the best, and honestly, it probably should have went off the air then, because after the 10th season, that's when they started doing Futurama. and
Futurama
they could have
was
actually like quit doing the Simpsons and focused on Futurama. The only reason we got like a really good Futurama, like actually got an ending to it was because Comedy Central picked it up.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, it gets tiring after a while.
Yeah, and I think that show ended on a good note. But Simpsons has been running since 1989. The Simpsons, fun fact for you and the Demon, the Simpsons is the same age as me, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep. 32 years old.
Damn.
32 seasons. That's a long fucking time for a show to be running.
Yeah.
If you want to check out more of our stuff, go to www.dumbcoolweird.com. You'll find our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon link if you want to support us. Also, be sure to check out our merch store. And if you're interested in being on our podcast, you can find a link on our website so you can reach out to us and tell us if you want to talk to us about something that's really weird, dumb, or cool. We'd be glad to hear from you. Hope you will stay tuned for the next weird ass episodes we got. Thank you.